Hello! In this tutorial, you will learn how you can measure the effectivity of your lead sources and therefore always be able to have an eye on the return on investment. To do this, we switch in the marketing section to the lead generation item. First, you want to know that Infusionsoft lead sources get assigned automatically if the new contact comes from an Infusionsoft page. This may occur either through a web form or in the process of a registration in the online shop, as well as by the use of the order form. Contacts generated by your own homepage can also be automatically assigned by Infusionsoft if you embedded the Infusionsoft tracking code. In general, this works with every web page as long as the Infusionsoft tracking code is embedded within this page. This tracking code can be obtained via Web Analytics and by clicking the Get Tracking Code button. Just copy this code into the HTML body of any web page where the lead source should be automatically assigned by Infusionsoft. Some lead sources, like a contact from a convention, cannot be captured automatically. Instead, Infusionsoft offers you a variety of options to assign lead sources manually. I will get to this in a second, but first, you should define your lead sources. Here, you can create new sources, for instance, for exhibitions you want to participate in or for an advertisement you place in a magazine. To show you this, I will now create a lead source. You should assign a specific name. You can choose between one of the default categories Infusionsoft uses if the lead sources are assigned automatically, or you can create a category manually. The category is important if you want to have your return on investment displayed and sorted for your categories. Vendor is the provider for your marketing campaign, and the medium is self-explanatory. Insert the message of the campaign into Message. If your lead source is time-limited, you can enter the start and end date here. Leave the status on Active as long as you want the source to be available for manual assignment. Save the lead source. Expenses and running costs may be added to Expenses. They will be deducted from your income, so you have an overview of your ROI. Once you defined all of your lead sources, I will show you where you have the opportunity to assign these sources to your contacts. Once a lead source is assigned correctly, it should not be changed since the source of your contact stays the same. The first opportunity is to choose a contact and assign the lead source through the pop-up menu. If you want to run the first step for multiple contacts at the same time, you can make a selection of your contacts you want to assign a lead source to and go to Mass Update Contacts under Actions. Activate the lead source and choose the source you want to assign. Then go to Process Action. If you import data from a CSV file, you can assign the lead source right upon importing the data. Go to Import Contacts, choose Contacts, and open your CSV file from your hard drive. In the next step, you can assign the fields from your CSV file to the Infusionsoft fields. If you entered lead sources in your CSV file that you haven't defined in Infusionsoft, they will be created automatically when you import. Already existing sources are assigned automatically. If, by any chance, you don't have a field for your lead source in your CSV file, you can assign a lead source to all imported contacts in these additional fields, or in the next step but one under Actions. Choose Set a contact field to a specific value and select the field lead source, and enter your source as the value. Please note that already existing lead sources can be overwritten with this action. Save the action. Now the action will be displayed here, and you can set additional actions if necessary. In the earlier step, you could set if the contacts that were to be imported gave you permission for email marketing. Please do not be casual about this question because spam can have serious consequences. If your employees use their own forms when setting up a contact, the lead sources can be set in the form. As you know, the internal forms are set up in the campaign builder. You can incorporate a lead source menu in the form via the Other field. This way, your employee can choose the lead source when entering the data. When the lead source is set for all contacts that are entered via this form, you can use a hidden field when creating the form. Your employee won't notice the hidden field while entering, and the lead source is assigned automatically when the contact is created. You can use both fields for the web form or the landing page. Only do this if you want that the automated matching of the lead source by Infusionsoft is overwritten by this. In some cases, it can make sense. If you provide a certain web form, for example, only at an exhibition, you can use the hidden field to determine the lead source. No matter if you assign the lead sources of the web forms manually or through Infusionsoft, you can track at what time a form was filled out and sent via the contacts under Campaigns. Once you collected a few contacts and assigned them to their lead sources, you can see the return on investment comfortably at a glance. For one, you can view the return on investment sorted by lead source, and on the other side, you have the opportunity to display the return on investment sorted by category. In both spreadsheets, you can sort the entries by any column. This way, you instantly see which of your activities are successful and which only cost you money. In your lead source conversion report, you can display the sales stages of your lead sources. Go to the Edit Criteria columns and mark the sales stages that you want to display. You can choose multiple at once via Control or multiple at once via Shift. Now you can see how many of your contacts that come from a lead source are in the sales stage and how many have already transitioned into another sales stage. You can find out more on the topic Sales Stages in the Opportunities video of this crash course. I hope you liked this tutorial and our 6-video crash course. Thank you for watching.